the easiest way to discover your element. Know your element, know your destiny, and start progressing. The simplest way to discover your element and your destiny. By God's grace, in today's video, I wish to share with you a simple way, or simplest way, if I will put it like this, of discovering your element. This video is coming based on the fact that in the past I've made some videos about element, and there are some controversies still coming from it, and the people are asking me some questions. Sometimes they even come to my private page in WhatsApp that they are still confused. I explain things here in this channel based on divine revelation, not based on popular knowing. Bible says, come out from among them and be separate. I am separate, unique in my own way. I don't believe in copying people's video verbatim like people do. I believe in modeling, and I believe in downloading my information from above. And I believe in allowing the Spirit of God to teach me the right thing. So some people have been bringing concepts like zodiac sign and all that. I don't know those concepts. God have not taught me that. But the simplest way God have enabled me to understand is what I'm going to be sharing with you today, so that every controversy about element we end today, after you watch this video, I'm going to tell you how you use your hand and palm only to discover your element, and also the characteristic manifestation of each element, so that when you look at yourself and then try to understand your temperament and other things coming out of your life, you will simply know the elements you have. So if only you follow me to the end of today's video, I will share that amazing information. But before then, please press the like button, press it right away, so that new ones and other people will get this video. As you do so, may God bless you. Welcome back to Jenny Action TV. In this particular channel, I discuss 3 important variables which are actually health, safety, and spirituality. In this channel, we pray strategic prayers. We read the word of God. I will believe in balance. That is why we do spiritual work. So if this is the very first time you're finding yourself in this our beautiful family, you are highly welcome. Please kindly hit the red subscribe button and the bell notification, so as to get my next upload. For my returning subscribers, I love you so much. Thank you for always stopping by. So without wasting time, let's dive in. Now, we already know that there are basically 4 elements that make up human being, that God used to create human beings. And these 4 elements are actually the earth, the water, the air, and the fire element. Like I told you before in my previous video about element, don't worry, I'm going to pin all those videos about element under the comment section, so that you will understand more if you wish to know more. It's good to know. Knowledge is power. You can never rise above the information at your disposal. Some people that made mistake in marriage, made mistake in profession today, is simply this basic they couldn't understand. And I know that you will not allow your children to make the same mistake you made. That is why you need to understand these things now. Now, that's 4 elements that make up human beings. These are the characteristics. Though in this our beautiful family, I normally tells you that we have 6 elements. So don't allow this element to define and limit you. That we have human mind. Whatever your mind can conceive, you can actually achieve. That is one thing about law of manifestation. And again, your confession leads to possession. Whatever you are confessing, you will see it coming to pass. So let this not limit you, but to a great extent to know, because it's good to know. At the time, Bible say, then shall we know, if we follow on to know. So we need to follow on to know. So for earth element, this is the characteristic feature you will always see in the life of such person. I will only point about 3 characteristics. The person will always be a practical person. The person will be stable. The person will be reliable. In other words, the person have emotional stability, physical stability. Person don't want to fight too much when there are some crises. And then the person is active, agile. That's why they will be good in farming. So that's why the way. Number 2 is water people. That is water element. Those people that are water element are always emotional. Small thing, they can cry. things touch them easily, and they have intuition. They can always decode spiritual signals, and they are always compassionate. That is why they feature very well in hospitals, because they will always have compassion on that woman that is under labor. They will have compassion on that sick person, that person that just have accident, and treat them with kindness. Okay, air elements are always people with intellectual ability. Their intellect is like fire. Their intellect is very high, and then they have communication skill. In other words, they are highly communicative. They can easily pass any information, and they are always analytical. That is why they can feature very well in lecturing, in teaching. It doesn't matter their profession. It may be sciences, they may be medical doctors, yet they will feature very well in teaching fellow medical student instead of just being working in the hospital. And then the last but not the least, which is a fire element, they are highly energetic, they are passionate. Anything they want to do, they will do it with all their strength, all their ability, capacity. You will not stop them when they want to do anything. And they're highly assertive. They are going to deep, make sure that they get to the root of the matter, and they bring conclusion and reasonable direction to any matter they are involved in. So check yourself very well and see if you will, just by this explanation, dictate your element. Please comment down below if there is any confusion. Comment down below, because this will lead me to the next video I will also do in this element, so that I will know where we are having challenges about it, and then I will tackle it now. And also press the like button if you have not pressed, because in my next video I will be teaching you the special spiritual work you will do when you discover particularly that this is your element. But like I told you before, every one of us have some element of this element, because actually even the atmosphere, like the moon is associated with water element, the sun is associated with fire element, the star is associated with air element, the atmosphere is earth element. All these elements are still in this planet, and because they are in this planet and we interact with them, even the sand, we notice that we have the whole element, because the leg we already marching on the land is connected with the earth element. Our stomach, abdomen is to a great extent, even to the heart, connected to water element, and then from neck up, fire and the air element. So that is by the way. So now let's look at how you can easily dictate your element through your hands, your palm. Remember that there are two types of hands we have, or two types of palm. We have dominant and recessive palm. Dominant hand is that hand you use this all the time. If you're a left-handed person, your dominant hand or palm is your left hand. If you're a right-handed person like me, your dominant hand is actually your right hand. Then the other hands becomes your recessive or non-dominant hand. And one thing about it is that most of the times when you shake it very well, two of them might not even have exact shape. Just like if you study yourself very well, you notice that one of your leg is bigger than the other. Sometimes even we women, you notice that one of your melon is bigger than the other. Even men, one of their ball is bigger than the other. Take it or leave it. Go and check very well. You notice what I'm saying. So likewise, what am I trying to tell you is that there are features you will see in your dominant hand. You easily dictate if you are earth or water or air or fire element. So let's start with earth again. When you have square palm, your palm this way is square in nature, and your fingers is short to an extent. In other words, the length of your finger is shorter than this your palm. My dear, you are earth element. Okay, now in your dominant palm, mind me, this is my right hand, because when you are looking at me from there, you would think it's my left. So this is my left. So in my own dominant palm, so I'm using my recessive to explain dominant, because I don't want you to dictate my element. But please, I want to know your element. You can comment down below. Let's see if what I'm saying to an extent rhyme. All right. Okay, water elements, they will always have long and flexible palm as well as long fingers. In other words, when you measure here, it will be long, here will be long to a great extent, that yes, if two of them are equal weight in length, we'll use something like tape to measure them. Once this place is longer than this other hand is long in their dominant, they are actually water element. Then for air element, you will notice that air element have square or rectangle. It must not be just square. Either here is square in nature or rectangle with long fingers. When here is square or rectangle and they still have long finger, not necessarily short finger, that to extent you may look at it that the finger is taller than this particular palm. Yeah, those people are air element. Then the last but not the least is the fire element. Fire element, they have both short palms and short fingers. You will notice that the fingers here is short, here is short. If you measure it, two of them might even be equal in length, but they are short. Now I've finished talking about dominant palm. Let's talk about the recessive palm. In the recessive palm or an earth element, they will always have short fingers and equally and the same square palms. Their palms will be square and the finger will remain short, as if two of them are equal in length. Then for water element, they have long, slender fingers. All these people, you have very fine, beautiful fingers that is long. In this recessive, I'm talking more of fingers now. So in their recessive palm, let me talk more now on the fingers so that it will be easy for you to dictate. For recessive palm of earth element, they will always have short fingers. Now for water element, they have long, slender fingers. These beautiful fingers you always see that is long and attractive. Most of them are water element people. Then air element have long fingers with prominent knuckles. And then also have long fingers but may not be as beautiful as that of the water element people. And then the last but not least is fire element. They always have short fingers and noticeable gap between the base of their finger. Like if they put their finger together, as if you wish that you can pass through something through those fingers, there is a kind of noticeable gap. Apart from the fact that those fingers are short, then you know that those people are fire element. I hope with this viewpoint of mine, after you have studied yourself, you'll be able to simply discover the particular element you belong to. Now we are no longer using days of the week like I've made before, and you will be able to know the particular element that is predominant in your body, because some people are actually made up of two elements. But now I just explained the predominant element that you can simply say that this is element I am. So please, if you can dictate your element now, comment down below. If I get enough thumbs up and comment, I'll give you a comprehensive spiritual work. Each of the elements we do, your ways will open as never before. But please press the like button for this video to go to other people that need it. Comment down below, share it to everyone, subscribe if you have not subscribed to this beautiful family, hit the bell notification so as to always get my next upload. So with this, I've come to the end of today's video.